The Irrawaddy River, or Irrawaddy River, is a river that runs through Burma. It is the longest river in Burma, about 2,170 kilometers long, and its most important commercial waterway, with a river basin of nearly 411,000 square kilometers. In its course, the river crosses the country from north to south, ending in 9 deltas in the Andaman Sea. In colonial times, before railroads and automobiles, the Irrawaddy was known as the road to Mandalay. Although it is navigable, over a distance of more than 1,600 kilometers on the way to the sea, several islands and sandbanks emerge from the river, which make navigation difficult. For many years, the only way to cross the river was the Inwa Bridge. The name, Irrawaddy, is believed to be a derivation of the Sanskrit term, Irrawaddy, which means, elephant river. The Mingum Pahtodawgyi is an incomplete monument stupa in Mingum, approximately 10 kilometers northwest of Mandalay. The ruins are the remains of a massive construction project, begun by King Pahtodawgyi in 1790, which was intentionally left unfinished. The Pahtodawgyi stupa is seen as the physical manifestation of Pahtodawgyi's well-known eccentricities. Pahtodawgyi used thousands of prisoners of war, from his expansionist campaigns, and slaves working on the construction of the stupa. The construction was also seen as taking a heavy toll on the people and the state. Thus a prophecy was allegedly created to stop the project. According to the prophecy, as soon as the building of the pagoda was over, the country would also be gone. A variation states that king would die once the project was completed. Thus, construction was slowed to prevent the prophecy's realization, and when the king died, the project was completely halted. King Pahtodawgyi also had a gigantic bell cast to go with his huge stupa. The Mingum Bell, weighing at 90 tons, is today the second largest ringing bell in the world. The outer diameter of the rim of the bell is 4.95 meters, the height of the bell is 3.66 meters. The bell is 30 centimeters thick and stands 6.31 meters high. serving as a memorial, and modeled after a mythical place. Mya Thein Tan Pagoda, also known as Shin Pheum Pagoda, is a large white pagoda. Built by King Pahtodawgyi in 1816, the pagoda represents Mount Meru, a sacred Buddhist mountain, the 7-step terraces, resembling mountain ranges, topped by a stupa, representing the legendary Salamani Pagoda. The king had the pagoda built in memory of his beloved consort and cousin, Princess Shin Pheum, who died in childbirth near the site where the pagoda was built. In 1836, the pagoda fell victim to an earthquake that struck Mingum, left it in ruins. After the disaster, King Mya Thein restored the white pagoda in 1874. Today, visitors flock to the White Pagoda to take a look at the panoramic view of Mingum and its rural surroundings. Its stunning architecture has attracted many photographers who come to the pagoda for the traditional arts and sculptures adorning the shrine.